Hello, this is Nurse Bro, and today I want to talk about challenges of being a nurse. Really, is it good to be a nurse? And what are pros and cons of being a nurse? What hardships you come across when you become a nurse? And if you are interested in any of these questions, please stay with me to tell you 10 advantages and disadvantages of being a nurse. I'm Nurse Bro. I've been a nurse for 3 years, and as a regular nurse who worked in ICU, emergency care unit, general surgical ward, and many other wards, I think I have something to share about this profession. So without bothering you, I will tell you some advantages and disadvantages of being a nurse, and I really try to make this episode as objective as possible and to avoid prejudice. So here are some advantages and disadvantages of being a nurse. Pro: you are being paid. Being a nurse is good, and the first good thing about being a nurse is that they give you money, and depending on your shifts, your field of practice, and many other things, you will be paid more. As you age, they give you more money. Some hospitals pay more money to nurses that work in ICU, emergency department, or other wards that it is hard to work in. Also, they give more money to nurses that work in more exposure to radiation hazard, like those working in angiography. Con: dealing with nasty things like bodily fluids, urine, sweat, bad odor, and some professional hazards like needle stick, radiation hazard, and chemical exposure to special substances like chemotherapy medications. As a nurse, you will always be in touch with these types of dirty and dangerous things. If you don't know, needle stick is when a needle which were in contact with patient's bodily fluid pokes your skin. You may get sick because of these things, and you will be more likely to become sick. Even if you don't get sick, you may transmit some diseases to your family. This matters especially when one of your dears in your family is old or their immune system is weak to defend themselves. Pro: people trust nurses. It might not come as a surprise, but most of people trust nurses. As a matter of fact, you should know that according to a Gallup survey, nursing were top trusted profession in 2020. Even complete strangers may trust you better if they see you in that scrub. Con: you may work long shifts. It's not a surprising thing that you have to work for 12 or even 18-hour shifts. Going non-stop for 12 to 18 hours without taking a rest or having good time for lunch is very hard. If you want to be a nurse, you have to think about this, but don't worry. Most of the times, you will be able to request for short shifts, and nurse managers don't bother themselves to endanger a ward because of long shifts. Pro: many different specialties are available for you as a nurse. There are lots of nursing specialties and career paths for you to take, and you may be able to work in a wide variety of fields, from general medical, geriatric patients, to taking care of little newborns in an ICU. Pro: you will not get bored of your shifts, because shifts and patients are not usually the same as last day. Your shift depends on your patient's personality and sickness, and both of these factors can vary in every shift. One day you might be easily checking on patients, and other day you may have a resuscitation or other emergency situation that you have to handle. And I think this is a great advantage of being a nurse. You can have some excitement. Pro: helping others. Some people get better as a result of your work. Seeing people get better as a result of your work is an exciting thing. This is especially true if you work in a ward dealing with patients that are really sick, like trauma or terminally ill patients. Con. Stress. Nursing can be a stressful career. The job requires your constant attention to details and hustling for hours without downtime. Some people may like being stressed for hours, but for some people, being stressed is debilitating, and this stress trickles over other aspects of their life. It is up to you whether if you want to stay stressful or stay unstressed. Having a nicer life is your right, because nursing stress can influence your time with your family when you are away from your patients. After a while, you will deal with this problem, but if you get stressed in a unit and couldn't get along with the situation, you can just request for replacement. But if you think that you will get stressed so much that you won't be able to deal with even calmest nursing situation, you may need to reconsider your thinking of being a nurse. Pro. You can help people that are in bad situations. If you study and practice nursing, you will be potentially able to help people around you if they need immediate medical interventions, like to save their lives. It is good to be a hero sometimes. Con. You may witness others die. Sick people come to hospital, and it's a fact that some of these people will not make it. They may die. I remember when I was in an oncology hospital, I saw some of patients die in front of my eye, and I couldn't do anything for them except for resuscitation and chest compression. Some of those were my patients in previous months, and I used to talk with them, and they were somehow my friends. This is sad to see some friends die, but I assure you, as you work in a field, you get along with this situation. So, this is the end of this episode. These are only some of pros and cons of being a nurse. And if you need to know any further question or information, do not hesitate to share with me in the comments. If you liked this episode, please like and subscribe to our channel. This is Nurse Bro. This episode was about pros and cons of being a nurse. Goodbye.